they're bringing people down much more gradually.
Yeah. And I think that's worked really, really well.
You don't want someone jamming on the brakes anywhere on the Nordschleife.
Hello and welcome to the final session of our live stream powered by Hyundai Driving Experience. I'm Hannah Kim and we are at the center of the action here at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring. Can you believe it? We only have about less than 15 minutes left of this race. The crowd, there's so many people in the crowd behind me right now. I am at the lounge in the middle of all the action. We're getting so close, and I'm getting so emotional just thinking about that finish line. Of course, I will be accompanied by my two co-hosts, Charlie, who will meet in just a bit, and we have Elena in the pit stop on standby. But before that, I do want to announce our final winners for our prizes. This is from the previous session, of course, but first, the winner of the N Taxi goes to @Mattia Bonso. Congratulations. We also have our grand prize, who will be the winner of this beautiful N helmet and also 4 N experience tickets. It's gonna go to none other than @Manu_pass. Thank you so much. Again, the spelling is @MANU_PHAST. Again, this helmet is a beautiful helmet that is autographed by many of our Hyundai drivers themselves, by Charlie, Elena, and me as well. N-Man has been wearing this helmet. He's been going around. He's been appearing all throughout 24 hours of NBR with this helmet on. This is going to go to you. And for all of our fans who participated in that live chat, thank you guys so much. You know, the quizzes weren't too hard, right? They weren't too difficult, but the winner, only a few were the winner. Thank you guys so much. We've been reading all of your comments. It's been really encouraging us, of course, and our drivers. 24 hours. I cannot believe it. It's been a long and dramatic ride. And to help us a little bit more with updates on what's going on, the final rankings, and much more of what's going on with this race, we have Charlie in the studio. Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Hannah. I still can't believe that we have spent almost 24 hours here together.
I know.
Yeah. So still, we only have 12 minutes to go. And still, we have a great news. And we have also another news in the VT2 class. But here's what's happening during the last few hours. The VT2 class, the car number 332, this car went through a whole bunch of the drama, up and down, back and forth. It went down to the last position and then climbed up back to the first position. But at the last minute, some technical issues forced us to stay some minutes in the pit. And finally, the crew sent the car back to the track. And now it's on the track and trying to see the finish line. And that's the spirit of this 24-hour endurance race, you know? So whatever happens, never give up. And that spirit comes from this Hyundai Driving Experience Team, and now it's running on P4. And TCL class, what a surprise, you know. The Hyundai Racing Squad is currently holding their position 1 and position 2. Very solid lead all through for last couple of hours. The car Elantra NTCR, car number 830, is P1, and I30 NTCR is P2, and they are about 2 laps ahead of other competitors. So it's very stable and safe to see them come into the finish line as P1 and P2 still. And there is another surprising news. The longest distance that TCL class has done from the Hyundai Motorsport so far was like 136 laps back in 2019 when the weather was perfect.
Right.
But this year, both cars in the TCL class beat that record.
What? How many laps are we looking at right now?
So the P2 TCL car is currently doing its 138th lap. And the the lead car, 830, has done more than 142 laps. So that's the longest record ever from the Hyundai Motorsport team.
That's wonderful news, Charlie. You know, it is really important that we see great results. It's really important, right? But at least all of our racers are safe.
Yeah.
You know, the cars are safe right now.
Yeah.
The weather is looking good, and they beat their own record.
Yes.
I mean, it's an endurance race, and look at how far they've gone in the last 24 hours. It's just wonderful news.
And do you know what's happening in the pit now?
No.
All the drivers, all the pit crews, fingers crossed, they really looking forward to bringing the car back to the finish line in one piece. They are all praying, watching the monitors. That's happening just underneath outside. So it's a very dramatic moment is coming.
Yes, it is. It is. And now we do want to connect with our Elena. Elena, for the last time in the pit crew, it's been a long ride. Who will you be interviewing next?
Hi guys, I got Markus Willhardt next to me here in the pit stop, and I can only assume how you feel, but how do you feel after 23 hours of racing?
Pretty disappointed, to be honest, and totally tired. Yeah, brain dead, so to say, because we came here with big ambitions. We wanted to win the race. We were quite competitive. We were 3 times in the lead, completely in the lead in our class. And then again, these technical issues occurs, and we had no chance to come back as strong as we did before. So all of us, we are quite disappointed and totally tired.
So if you put all the problems and the issues aside, what have been the strongest values of Hyundai today?
If you look beside everything and you look behind, it's in the end we have to be somehow happy, because that was the first race for the car, real race, the hardest race, over 24 hours. And the first 8 hours we had no issues. We were really comfortable in the lead. And it's normal if you come up with a new race car that you have to do some more development work. And in the end we were unlucky, but I think we will come back stronger.
I agree 100%. None of us saw that coming. So what is your view on the VT2 and your 930 car in competition?
Yeah, as I said already, in the end our target and task was we wanted to build up the fastest car in the VT2 class, and we were successful with this. We had the fastest lap time, and consequently we did really fast lap times with the car. So overall the car is really fast, really good drivable, and comfortable to drive also. So for a customer who purchased these kind of cars, it will be pure fun to drive that car. So in the end, good improvement, good first step.
So when talking to the people who wants to become a race driver and want to drive that fun car, do you have any recommendations for them?
Recommendations? I think it's the same way like I did. You need a big passion to do it. You need to have strong mind. You have to be a fighter. And at least you should do some sport. And okay, if you look at me, it seems I'm not doing that much sport, but I'm a little bit older, so that's fine.
And we have created a little video for you at home to see what it takes and some recommendations and tips to become a race driver.
One tip from my side,
yeah.
Guys, please enjoy the Hyundai Driving Experience and become a real race driver. Thank you.
And now we're coming up with our movie about HDX.
Welcome back, fans. It's so sad to say this, but we only have, about 5 minutes left of the race right now. I don't know about you, but it felt super long for me, but at the same time, it went by so fast.
That's right. That's right. It feels like blast, no?
So for our fans who may not know this, once again, Charlie King is a professional driver from Korea, and you've participated in the NBR many
Yes.
times. How many times exactly?
So with the Hyundai Motorsports, I've driven the TCR cars in the i30N and also the VT2 class i30N Cup cars. So twice with the Hyundai Motorsport, and that was something that I will never forget for entire my life. Yeah.
It is really exhausting, right? Driving for hours. Tell us from the driving point of view
Yeah.
how they must be feeling right now.
Some drivers cry.
Did you cry?
To be honest, I cried twice.
I think I might cry right now. I'm a very
Yeah.
emotional person.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not even racing, and I'm about to tear up very soon. But yeah, so you
Yes.
did cry, and it gets very emotional for a lot of the racers.
And as you will see soon, but when the car comes to the finish line for the last moment, every team crew, they're rushing to the pit walls, and they waving hands, waving flags, and they make a big applause to the driver. And that point, that moment, is see my goosebump here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think we're gonna get goosebumps. And the thing is this, the studio, so our studio set up right now, you
Yeah.
can see not only the crowd. First of all, I've never seen the crowd this big.
Yes.
We were here 4 days. I've never seen so many people in the stands. And then you see the cars coming in. So you will actually see everyone jumping, the
Right.
pit crew just going to the pit lane. It's going to be insane. I'm so excited to show our fans this footage as well. And from a professional point of view,
Yeah.
how do you think our Hyundai team did this year?
Oh.
You were with them, in the previous
I would call this perfect game.
perfect game.
Yes.
In what sense? Please do elaborate.
Because during the 24-hour endurance race, anything can happen, and something always happen.
Yeah.
But this year, the TCR racing squad, literally their entire racing was 100% perfect. There was almost none of technical issues.
Yes.
Every driver showed quite stable pace and still very fast. And the especially 831 car, it's the only car that just break the 9 minutes barrier again. That's really fast in the TCL class. And still, constant lap showed great balance. And, every driver put their best effort. And, still, it's absolutely a perfect lead in the class. And this thing never happens in this class.
You know what this tells me? This tells me that we have so much potential for the future,
True.
too. Not only the car, we talked about the cars for the last 24 hours and how amazing they are, but the teamwork and the build-up of the team and the Hyundai driving experience, I just think it's just going to be so wonderful in the years to come from now on. Now, actually, Elena, I'm seeing her right now. She's running here into the studio. Elena is back. Elena, welcome.
Hi.
We saw you
Hi,
in the pit
Elena.
stop.
Hi.
Well, what's the environment like
Yeah.
down there?
Yeah, everybody's quite disappointed and disillusioned, obviously. And the glow and the smiling faces changed into quite sad faces for a reason. I mean, we were so close and we got what it takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, next year is going to be a new year and I really think we will win next year.
Okay. Yeah, because the cup car in the VT2 class, because it showed quite long time of the lead throughout the night, but at the last minute, a tragedy, some kind of a tragedy. But this thing always happened in the 24-hour race. But next year, there's a big promise.
You
that
got to
they
be
can win it.
optimistic. It's
Yes.
like that in all kinds of sports, and that's what racing, it's so special because of
Yes.
that.
Yes.
It can change in any minute.
We are going through the final lap right now of the
yes,
race.
yes.
Yeah, the NBR race
So
itself.
it's 30 seconds to go.
Oh my goodness.
30
Oh my
seconds.
goodness, I'm
30
getting the
seconds to
chills.
go.
I'm getting
Time
the
flew
chills.
by, don't you
Yeah.
agree? Like the last 24 hours, time just
It
flew
was
by.
insane.
We barely slept.
They're
we were
running.
just
People
under
are running.
fire.
People are
I
running.
can only
towards-
imagine how a driver must feel if we as presenters are already like on top.
You will never get it.
Yeah.
Once you become a racing driver, then you're gonna really feel it. So
Yes.
that's
You
a
still
big
even
reason
have
that you need to be a racing driver.
A time feeling, or is it just like it could be a minute, it could be an hour?
Oh, it goes like for days.
Oh my God, so we have like 15 seconds left, aren't
So
we?
yeah, after the clock hits the 4 o'clock
Yeah.
and the race leader in the overall, as soon as he crosses the finish line, then the next cars behind him gets the checkered flag. So it may take additional extra minutes that TCR car is, if the TCR car the position is located a few minutes behind
Right.
the overall winner, then you will take extra minutes, but still, it's coming soon.
Have you ever done the final lap?
No.
When you drive, are you the first shift? You're
Yeah,
never
yeah.
the final lap. Oh.
That's one thing that's glorious. But I was standing in the pit wall, waiting for the
Yeah.
final driver to come to the finish line.
I don't know what that would feel like. We can only imagine.
Yeah.
We can only imagine. And seriously, the crowd is getting ready right now. A lot of the
Yes.
pit crew, they're running. Oh my goodness. This
See
is
this
so
hectic
exciting.
out here.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
It almost seems like New Year's right now. We're doing the countdown to the
Right.
final party.
Right, we do.
So we've met almost all drivers from the Hyundai Motorsports team and Hyundai Driving Experience. So
Yeah, and talking to Marcus was so special because you really see and feel with every word that he says that he's living for this.
okay. So
And
who,
he was so frustrated. I felt sorry for him.
who do you think gonna cry at the last minute? That's very
Wait, give me
difficult
their
question.
names one more time.
You.
Me, oh me.
He said he cried when he raced a few years ago.
Yeah, right.
Charlie,
Me.
if you want to tell us something, if you want to show some expressions,
Yeah,
this
it's
could be the moment.
okay.
We will
It's
all
okay.
understand.
We will bring you a tissue. We'll have the
Maybe we
tissue
jump in
ready.
and cry as well.
Yeah, I'm already having my goosebumps,
Goodness, I really wonder what this would feel like, that final lap coming into the finish line.
I mean, you know that the sky is the limit and we can actually become race drivers. I repeat myself, but it's not out of this world for us.
Next
It takes
time,
2 to
maybe.
start a racing team. We can do the Hyundai Driving Experience and bam, here we are.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys on the racetrack, driving the race car.
He could be our teacher.
Are we doing it?
We're
Yeah, I
going
could
to
be
be
your
on rival
teacher.
teams.
Come
We're
on.
going to be on rival, the same Hyundai team,
Okay.
but it's going to be different cars.
You all saw it. Okay, I got your handshake. We are doing this.
All right, guys, we're getting closer to the end of our live stream as well. I'm actually really sad to say goodbye to both of you guys. But Elena, is there something you would like to say to our fans before we say goodbye?
That was my first touching with racing. I did soccer before and I did tennis and boxing, but I love it and I feel so comfortable and had the best time with you guys. You've been a great audience, so thank you so much. And you two are gorgeous. So I really can't wait to be working with you again.
Thank you so much, Elena. You were wonderful. You were always running around, Pit Stop Lounge, the Glass Studio. Thank you so much. And Charlie, wow, first time commentating. You're usually on the track.
Yeah.
But this is you commentating and moderating this time around. How was it?
Oh, it was quite a big challenge for me to have this global commenting, on this notorious 24-hour race, which has a 50th anniversary this year, But I think I really want to go back to the driving seat, seeing.
So this is a goodbye for you?
No.
You don't want to do it again?
I don't mean it, but watching them.
I don't mean it, but I mean it.
Watching
Sorry, not
them
sorry.
driving perfectly like this, it's giving me a quite lot of challenging. It's good motivation to be a better racing driver.
I understand. From this point of view, you're not actively able to do something. You're just sitting here talking about it, and in your car, you're able to actually win.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe you're driving next year. Yeah.
It was an honor working with both of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work. And thank you, fans, for joining us as well. You guys were such a dedicated crowd. I do want to tell you guys one more time, our slogan for our whole live stream is Dare to Dream. Don't forget to dare to dream. Don't forget to dream. If there's something that you've been passionate about, go for that dream. There's no bar to entry when it comes to Hyundai Driving Experience. And we we are working on a new program called the NBR Race Program. This is to race here at the 24 Hours of Nürburgring itself. So maybe it could be you next on these tracks. Give it a try. You never know. This is your opportunity to shine. I'll leave it here for today. Thank you so much, fans, for joining us. Thank you for the exciting 24 hours. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Hyundai Driving Experience. This has been Hannah Kim. Thank you, and dare to dream.